Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I've got a packed video for you today, I think. I'm doing 2 orders and a brand new mold. So the first order is for Megan. She has previously ordered a couple of these little baby dragons and she wants another one and she wants it in lavender. So she chose these 2 colors and she wants them mixed together and she said lots of sparkle. So I think I'm going to add some of this diamond dust that I just got all together and do 1 color dragon, and then we'll bling her out later. And then for Katie, she wants a few things. She wants these 2 turtles. She gave me very specific instructions, which I love because that way it's my fault if I mess it up. She wants abalone shell in the water ripple and the crystal turtle, except she wants me to dye the shell light green. I don't have light green. I'm just going to drip Let's Resin Green, like 1 drop in there to dye it. She suggested on a video in the comments to put rhinestones in the peacock. So she wants the peacock done that way to see if it works. I've already pre-placed rhinestones in here. So I just chose rhinestones that fit. See all the mirroring? Those are rhinestones upside down. So the bottom ones have a little bit bigger stone, and then these upper ones all have a little smaller stone to fit in there. I hope this works. I really do. I'm concerned that the resin's gonna go up underneath those stones because they're still movable. Actually, that one right there looks too small because it's moving too easily. So I'm gonna put a new rhinestone in there. I just grabbed silver ones. She didn't specify the color of the stone. Let me grab my little tool here. I'm gonna put a little bit bigger stone in this hole here. I'm just concerned, like I said, that the resin's gonna go up underneath the stones. So we're gonna find out today, and she's gonna be the guinea pig. She wants that done in dark green. She said let's resin dark green. I can't find a let's resin dark green, so I pulled out this dark green. She wants the turtle in light green, or metallic green, I should say, which she wants transparent as possible with a tiny hint of the dark green for the little bit of shimmer in it. So I'm hoping I do it justice. The new one is a hedgehog, which is holding a flower. It is so cute. So I'm contemplating, because the hedgehog needs to be several colors and I don't want to marble it this time. So I'm going to do this brand new buttercream that I got for the whole thing. And then I'm going to go over the back part of him with some paints. I hope I have the right colors now that I'm thinking about it, and then do the flower. I don't think I can reach in here to paint that flower, so I'm going to have to do it on demold. We're going to try it that way. So I don't know how much I need. I know this is 5, I know this is 1, and this is like half. I don't know. I'm going to do this one separate. We'll do this one last. So I'm going to do like 3 separate pours because I don't want to be rushed. So let me grab some resin. Oh, the first thing I want to do, let me move some of this stuff out of my way since I gave you my plan. I want to dye the shell. So if you are new to resin and you haven't seen those videos where I dye shell, take your shell, any color you want. Well, start with the light color, but take any color you want. So she wanted green. All you have to do, I'm going to put 1 drop of green in here and mix it around, and that is going to dye our shell, hopefully light green. I don't know if you're going to see this through the diamond turtle. We may not be very clear on the other turtle. I'm going to do 1 more drop and get it stirring. It only takes a few seconds to dry. So since I didn't have light green shell and she wanted light green shell, this is the way you achieve a specific color that either you want or one of your customers wants. So you do 1 drop at a time. I just pre-measured into the mold how many shells to dye. Then I'm going to put it on a paper towel. That looks pretty good. Looks light green to me. I don't want to go too dark because we're going to be green with everything else. Spread it out onto a paper towel, and I'm just going to let it sit here and dry. It's alcohol ink, so it's going to dry in a few seconds. but we're gonna let it sit here until I have the resin mixed up, just in case. So let me just mix up a couple ounces for these. And I do like to put them on paper towels so I can slide them out of the way when I'm working on several things. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I will move all these powders since you guys know my plan, and we'll bring them back when we're ready. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix up, I don't know, maybe 3 ounces. 1. Yeah, I'm gonna have extra. 3 is too much, but I need extras anyway, so we're gonna make some extras. All right, let me grab it.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage.
I lied. I'm gonna do the dragon at the same time because I'm not filling up these turtles all the way. I'm only doing the shells. So I'm gonna put these shells back into the cup. They've been sitting here for like 5 minutes. And I'm just gonna coat them with resin. So this is gonna be a 2 curing process. Or at least waiting until it's tacky before we pour the rest. Okay, so it shouldn't take me very long to get to that dragon. All I'm gonna do is put these little shells in their shell, little shells in their shell, just all the way up there, and leave the rest open. Hopefully we can tell it'll be shell pieces after we take it out. And this one doesn't get too many, it's much smaller. She doesn't want anything done to them. She doesn't want magnets or keychains or anything. She just wants the turtle. So she has big plans, I think. I'm so glad you guys tell me exactly what you want. It makes my life so much easier. Okay, so I used all that shell. I'm just gonna reuse this cup. I'm gonna push these out of the way because that was easy. And now I just need a little bit more for the dark green. I want to make sure I keep 5 in here though for that. So that's 6. Let me see if that is going to be enough for this. I don't know. Maybe I better do a little bit more. Dark green for the peacock. I hope this works. I really do. I'm wondering if this doesn't work, if like pearls would work because they're much bigger and they would fit in there a little bit better than the stones. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. I really hope this works. And I think I'm gonna just go ahead and pour this in because it's got so much texture on there. I don't think it's going to make any difference if it goes through the vacuum chamber or not. And because I just want to know if I need more, pretty much. Let me grab my alcohol. I'm just going to spritz it. Hopefully that was my 99. Yes, it was. And pour it. I'm not going to shove it like my little tool in any of these because they will probably either dislodge them or they will move them sideways. So all I'm going to do is pour it this time. And I'm counting on that alcohol spray to avoid any bubbles. And then we wait. I might do it up there in the body. I'm just not going to poke around in here. Okay, I had plenty enough, so I have extra. I'm just gonna spritz that, grab a little dotting tool, and hopefully we won't get any bubbles. I don't think we will. We have little side feathers right there. Oh, let me get my new little spatula that Dawn sent me and see how well it works. And it does. Cool. All right. Get those bubbles popped. If they don't pop, I'll go in with my little lighter. Those are good. I've got a little extra, but I want to get this mixed up. And this is going to be 2 shades of violet. And then a bunch of that, well, not a bunch, but some of that diamond dust. I think that might make it sparkling like she wants. So we'll do a scoop of 1. She couldn't decide between the 2. I sent her some pictures. And these are almost identical, but they're not. So we're going to do a scoop of each, as equal as I can. And that should be enough. And then we'll put some dust in there. Not with the purple side. Do just that much and see how that goes. This I will vacuum chamber. I don't want any bubbles in that little guy. Just make sure you mix it really good, because I don't teach you the right way. You should be mixing this in a small portion of your resin. Get it mixed really well, and then dump it into the large portion of your resin. But because I'm not in that habit, I know the proper way to do it, but I am not in the habit of doing it. So I want you guys to be in the habit of doing it. I'm going to put a little bit more of this because there's not a ton in there. She wants shimmer. She's going to get some shimmer. I hope. I can always put the other crushed crystal in there, but I think it's pretty much the same thing. It's also, you know, co-mingling with purple, so. Oh, that's pretty. It definitely, I see shine. I see the sparkle. Okay, I am going to vacuum chamber this one. Let me just get my stick out. Sometimes I think my sticks make the bubbles worse. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just guessing. So I'm going to take it out. Okay, BRB.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of flare. Diamond shine in the midnight air. Glue and gems, they're my magic spell, turning the ordinary.
I took the leftover green and I put it in some extras molds, the water ripple butterfly, my first pour in my new one. I'm so excited to have that back. I put one in a flower, that's Happy Mail, and then some pendants that were Happy Mail, so awesome. And let's just squirt this little guy, and then we'll mix up some more resin and get that hedgehog done. This should hold most of this. It holds 5 ounces, I think exactly, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is like 5th or 6th one I've made, so I think I should know by now, but you know, I always mix extra. Let me move some of this stuff. I want it to get in all those crevices. Then I'm just going to move it back out of my way and then finish filling it up. So let me get this stuff out of my way. I've got my paddle draining in my hedgehog. I make a big mess on my table here when I do so many projects. So I'm just going to scoot this out of eye view for right now and then finish filling it up. And I have a little left. So let's make some more of the extras. What can I do? I'm going to do, what do I have sitting over here? Let's do some of these new flowers that I just received because those were so pretty. I'm just gonna spray them so we don't get bubbles in these little things, especially this one. This one's got a lot of little crevices. I'm just gonna. Somebody asked if I damage my molds by poking my tool into these flowers or whatever I'm poking it into, and the answer is nope. I've never scratched a mold doing this. All these molds look perfect. It's got a rounded tip on this, so it's not like sharp or anything. So it's definitely not like scratching. But these have so many leaves, if you don't do something, you're gonna end up with bubbles in each of those leaves, and that'll be no fun to fix. And then I'll just I usually make magnets out of these. So I didn't even check. I think I started out with more than 5 anyway. So that's why I have so much left. I think I mixed up an extra ounce of resin total, just to make sure I wouldn't run out. And I'm not like being hard on it. I'm pretty gentle with these. It might look different in the screen. Just doming them all. Need to move them out of the way so my hedgehog will fit back over here. That one needs to be scooped out a little bit. Put too much in there. And then a little bit more in this one and that one. And then I think I'll make a couple of my normal turtles. And then the rest in this little gem mold, which is so nice because just when you think you don't have much left, you can get like 4. I got 4 gems out of what I didn't think I had left out of the green. Then if you get that cool little spatula I showed you guys that takes everything out, somebody said they were sold out, but every time I go get the link, the one I'm linking is not sold out. So I'm not sure which one you guys are linking or seeing that's sold out. But this one, this pink one that I'm using is not. Well, it wasn't the last time I linked it, so I don't know about today. I'm just gonna put the rest in here because I do need a lot of extras. These need to be domed pretty good, or it's not going to be fun to put your back bail on there. I could probably get one more. And then I'll do some gems. One more drop. So hopefully I don't like totally over pour my little dragon guy is a little over poured. I love this thing, Dawn. Thank you very much. Who knew I needed something like this? Obviously she did. She must have one. Okay, I'm gonna slide those aside, throw some in the gem mold, and grab some more resin. I did 8 more ounces of the epoxy resin, same resin. I hope it doesn't flash here. It's pretty deep and it's not thin walls. But before that, I scraped my cup out. I used this cool squeegee that came with this one, and I got an entire sheet, I'm gonna call it a sheet, of little tiny butterflies when I didn't think I had anything left in my cup. So that was cool. All right, so I'm gonna show you the right way to do this, okay? You get your pigment of whatever, your, whether it be pigment paste or mica powders. I'm going to take a nice good scoop, the amount that I think I'm going to need in that 8 ounces, okay? And then you stick it in your cup. This is the right way to do it, not the wrong way. But you're not gonna catch me doing this often because I always forget, okay? So you grab, you grab a little bit of resin and you mix it really good, as if you're making like a pigment paste. Because this is really how you make pigment paste too, but not with resin mixed up. You either use A or B. There's a whole video on that if you want to make your own pigment paste. I'm not doing that right now. I'm just mixing in a little resin, because if you don't mix your paste or your mica in good, you're going to see it on the final product. So if you slowly mix your resin into the powder or the paste, you're going to have a much better result. And then you can just dump the rest in when you think you got it. And I think I got it pretty good. I'm going to dump the rest. Well, let's do a little bit more and then I'll dump the rest in. That is a gorgeous color. the neutral color that I'm looking for his belly. So hopefully we can make a cute little hedgehog out of this little guy. So I'm gonna split it in 2 cups anyway when I put it in the vacuum chamber, because it will definitely bubble over. I'm just gonna try to get it all out of here. Mix it really well. So this is the proper way to mix your paste or your powder. Then once you have it pretty even, you know, in your resin, then you can split it and put it in your vacuum chamber. That looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna pour back half in here. And I am gonna mix it in this cup just because I did not scrape that cup great. Get this one mixed up really well. I won't bring you back to the vacuum chamber. You've already seen how I do that, especially the new people. Those of you who have been with me forever are probably so sick of watching that. But you just never know who's going to be watching. So a lot of my stuff goes in every video just like that. It's pretty fun to watch, regardless of how long you've been doing resin. Okay, I'll be right back. I very well could not have enough, I'm not sure. And remember, there is, no, it's too late to mix it. There's a bunch of clear down there because I drained both of my petals in this mold. So if he has a little crackle head, that's the reason why. Because when you pour a color into a clear, oh, I'm gonna have extra. Talk about not needing enough. Oh my gosh. That filled it 2/3 of the way. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with more extra. Well, didn't I say in the beginning this is going to be a packed video? I guess it really is going to be a packed video. I'm going to get every drip out of here. And then this one, and then I could tell you because I had 8. So we'll see what we got left. Hopefully I didn't, oh, it took almost all 8. I didn't squish it. Let me see, what can I stick down there? I don't know if I need to squish it. I haven't done this one yet. You guys are always, for my first debut, whether it be a fail or a not fail, you're gonna see it happen because not everything you mold works. If you saw my last starfish one, that one didn't work. I wasn't too happy about that. You know what? It took basically all 8 ounces. That is amazing. I didn't think it was going to. So this end must be much thicker than the top end. I'm just gonna get it all around this little lip here. And then squeegee it with this cool new squeegee. Keep my molds clean. Get it all back where it belongs. I only have a few drips left. So that's awesome. I thought I was gonna have like 2 or 3 ounces left, which is like a whole nother character. Okay, that's good. I'm going to move this. I've got, oh, a little less than an ounce. I'm just gonna find something. You know what? I have one more of these flowers. Let's do that. Probably take a little bit more than this, but I'll make a few more pendants. I think this is a set of 6 flowers, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see any more sitting over here, so it must be 6. Pour a little bit more. I'll do something with the rest of that probably my normal turtles or something. Maybe a pocket hug. No, not in this color. I guess I could change the color though. I need one more drop. I don't know. I'll surprise you. It's now time for the back coat for these two. So I mixed up 1 ounce of resin. I put in literally 2 drops of this metallic green. I dipped my stick in, but I did not scoop anything out of this. So I literally dipped the tip of the stick in and put it in just enough for a little bit of that shimmer because she wanted it transparent. So that's how I'm keeping it. I'm just gonna spritz that with a little bit of alcohol, ran it through the bubble remover, my vacuum chamber, and now we're just gonna pour it in. I hope this is what you're envisioning. I hope I mixed up enough. Oh gosh. I don't think I did. I thought 1 ounce was gonna be enough. Okay, well, I'm going to be mixing up another 1/2 ounce. I was trying not to end up with like 50 more extras. So I will do the exact same thing. I will finish filling that up. That's like 1/4 ounce short. And I don't think scraping it's going to do me any good. So I will do that off camera. Spritz them, and then as soon as everything is cured, we'll go ahead and unmold. It's the next day. I got all the little pendants finished, so you didn't have to sit through that. Here's the green turtles, and I put that diamond dust in there, and it made them so beautiful and sparkling. And here are the gem ones. So they just have flat back bales that are glued on there. And then a huge pile. Some of these top ones were from something else waiting for their bales, but all these pink, the purple, all have that diamond dust in there. It's gorgeous. So I have replenished my stock for a few days. And then the flowers. Oh, here's a heart I made. I put some different alcohol inks in there. I was just playing with color. That's all I had left of the pink. So I did put that in the heart, and I made a magnet out of it. So that is really pretty. The flowers came out stunning. The only thing I did to 2 of them, nothing else to the others, but for these 2, I just highlighted their roughly edges with a chrome marker. All of them have magnets on the back, but these with the diamond dust, they came out so pretty. This one is my favorite. It is so shiny, but I just did the centers of each because that diamond dust took care of everything on those. So those came out gorgeous. Happy with those, love them. I didn't want to mess around with the petals too much. This is the butterfly, which I have not unmolded yet. Carefully. Oh, I'm out of practice. I have a bubble on the end. I have to start squeezing. Totally forgot. 2 bubbles, but look at that diamond dust in the green. It does sink like the crushed crystal, so if you want to suspend it, otherwise it looks really pretty. So I will fill these 2 little holes in with a drop of UV resin. And I think that's all I'm going to do to that. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. Looks just beautiful on its own. Okay, let's do the turtles and see what they look like. Nothing gets done to these. Well, you can kind of see the shell. I was kind of worried about that. It's a little obscured from the diamond facets, but cute nonetheless. So no holes, no magnets, no nothing on here. Let's do this one. Okay, the tail's good. Oh, that one's pretty. You could definitely tell there's shells in this one. Transparent green. I think she'll be happy. I love it. Now, I'm really interested in this. I don't know if that idea is going to work. Some people say they've seen people do that before, so let's hope. And exactly what I thought was going to happen happened. The resin got up underneath them. I knew that was going to happen. I'm going to have to go over them with something. They're coated in resin. So yeah, not the best not the best plan. I'm wondering next time I'll do pearls if I have pearls that size, but it didn't work with the rhinestones, so I think I'm just gonna go over them with the silver because I don't want to try it again. I don't think it's gonna work. So we're just gonna highlight them as if they were stones, just like that. I have a couple that have bubbles, these two. Oh, look at that stone even moved. I don't know where it came from. That one's crooked. Yeah, these are not the best. So I do have a little bit of fixing to do before it goes anywhere. But I'll know more. Once you put your marker on here, you can kind of see where the bubbles are. But without the marker, you can't really tell where they're at. So that did not work. Stone right there that got pushed aside. I wonder if I can get it off without any damage. Yeah, popped right off. And then this one popped right off. So that's a little disappointing. I was hoping it would work. So I have a couple bubbles to fix and then go back over it with the marker. Let's put some marker on the top of her head, her beak. I usually do these little feathers down here. All right, we'll let that dry. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. And fix all that. What was, oh, I have to fix this with UV resin too. All right, let me get these out of their molds. This wasn't marbled or anything, so hopefully it's just a cute purple little monster. And it is very cute. I don't see any bubbles in the toenails, which that's where they're gonna be usually. So we're gonna paint a face on her, do a little bit of diamonds, get some, she wants purple eyes in here. Okay, oh, here's the little butterflies. I took one of each color out so you could see them because there were 16 of each color. So those are adorable. I'm gonna add those to the collection over there that I haven't done anything with. Oh, we used the wrong silicone. This got the wrong silicone used. So if you order this one, it will be the soft silicone. And this was the first one we made, actually. I forgot to tell him to use the softer silicone. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a harder time getting this out than I would normally if I would have used the right silicone. See, that's why I do a demo. I don't know what we were thinking. I mean, it comes out, it's just not as easy. Come on, little guy. There it is. What do you think? So I'm gonna paint his quills, his face, and the flower, and this is the color I wanted his belly, so I didn't know how to lighten it. So that's why I went with the base coat of this, and that's a beautiful color. It's really just like wheat, just a little bit lighter. It's a few little bubbles, but not bad. You're not gonna see them once he's all finished. All right, let me get a plan together. I'm going to fast forward you because this is gonna take me a long time. And look, I told you it would crackle on his head because of that clear, and it did. But we're gonna cover that anyway. All right, let me get some things together. I'm gonna fix some holes, finish these guys up, and be right back.
Michelle's hands are steady like the morning breeze, crafting magic in resin with the greatest ease. A purple baby dragon with a shimmering glow, for Megan's heart to cherish, a gift to bestow. Katie's turtle swim in a resin sea so green, Pearls like emerald dreams, a sparkling scene. And a peacock so proud, with a radiant sheen. Green feathers gleam bright, like nothing you've seen. Oh, the resin maker, spinning dreams so bright, with colors and creatures, a world in the light. Hand-painted wonders, each one unique, a story and reason. Let the art speak. A hedgehog stands tiny, painted with care. Each stroke a whisper, a tale laid bare. Its quills hold secrets of a quiet night. Michelle breathes life into art, pure delight. Pour liquid magic, setting hearts ablaze. A little world frozen in resin's embrace. From dragons to turtles, each piece takes flight. A kaleidoscope of wonder in the soft moonlight. Oh, the resin maker, spinning dreams so bright, with colors and creatures, a world in the light. Hand-painted wonders, each one unique, a story in resin. Let the art speak.
All right, I am done. I UV resin the holes in there and there. And I didn't really need to do anything because you can't even tell they were fixed. All I did was put a magnet on the back of that one, repainted all those little spots. Here is the little hedgehog. What do you think? All finished up. So I just took paint pen and did the flower and his arms and his face. Then I took acrylic paint, as you saw, a glove on, and I just wiped the paint all over, took a dry brush and brushed it kind of off, you know, off but on. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. I'm not a painter, but I could kind of do this kind of stuff. So that's all I did to this little one. I'm going to leave it a little boy bringing a flower to a little girl. I mean, you could do anything you want with it. Put like stuff all over it, hats and bows and rhinestones and all that, but I'm going to keep it simple today. And then here is the little dragon. What do you think? The only thing I need to do, and I'll do it tomorrow when the eyes are completely dry, is UV resin over them. Because there's a lot of paint on there right now, and I know you guys are asking, why didn't you use the eyes that everybody sent you? There's a good reason I didn't use those eyes, because she requested this color purple for the eyes and she wanted big purple eyes. So I couldn't use those eyes that everybody sent me. So on the next one, hopefully I can use the eyes. So I just put rhinestone necklace, a little bit on her wings, painted the feet and the toenails, painted the little horns. I just kept the rhinestones a little subtle, painted the backs of the wings, and then went rhinestones down the little spine. Still a little bit wet, but I don't want to touch much of it. So like I said, I'm going to let the eyes dry, UV resin over them before she gets mailed out. And that's it. That is today's video, guys. I got some ideas for tomorrow's video, so make sure you come back tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern time. I will see you guys then. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. shimmer sparkles in her eyes, a radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell, faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Sparkly streams, her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace, in her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story colors tell, faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace.